It's called "There's a Hole in My Heart in the Shape of Her Smile That Will Never Be Filled." I will never forget the last sentence of the article in the newspaper the next day. The terrible crash pancaked the tiny Honda Civic. It rattled our minds as we ran our fingers across the gouges in the pavement, our eyes squinting through 1,000 glaring pinpricks from windshield fragments, searching for lucky pennies, scattered, hundreds of them, from her broken penny jar. The terrible crash pancaked the tiny Honda Civic. That sentence robbed us of closure. We weren't allowed to marvel at the mortician's handiwork. She looks like she's asleep. We couldn't cup her lifeless hand, powdered and colored with an artist's touch, and confirm that it was true, that it actually really had happened. No, the terrible crash pancaked the tiny Honda Civic, and they wouldn't even run photos because it's a family newspaper, and you can't run photos like that in a family newspaper. We had to just agree. Nod our heads in unison, and agree that she was gone and would never be back, this precious flower plucked in mid-blossom. And we held each other and remembered her as we had last seen her, pink and alive and smiling that big thumbs-up smile. And we were warmed by the knowledge that if anyone could have changed the world, she could have. She would have, had she only been given the chance. But now, we'll always feel like she's out there, somewhere, always at the corner of our eyes. In the summer sea of spaghetti straps and backpacks, tan lines and smiles, she'll be there. And we'll catch our eyes, catch our breath, turn and see nothing. I think about that last sentence every time I drive. It echoes in my brain as I near the spot on the 4-lane highway where she crossed the road and died. I picture the time of day, around 11 a.m. The sun was out, the sky was blue, there was no rain. She was driving alone. She was probably smoking. She was listening to James Taylor's greatest hits. We know this because the tow crew pried that CD from what was left of her stereo. And I grip my wheel white-knuckled as I near the spot. And I can't help counting down the time she had left, and she didn't even know it was coming. It was a bright sunny day, and she was singing, "I've seen fire and I've seen rain." 20 seconds. "I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end." 10 seconds. "I've seen lonely times where I could not find a friend." 5 seconds. "But I always thought I'd see you, baby, one more time again." And just like that, we are past it. And the scars in the pavement are left behind. And just like that, we are past it. And the white cross we left in the grass and the embankment is left behind. And just like that, we are past it. And the lucky pennies and the photos and the good luck tokens and the letters and the constellations of shattered windshield are left behind. Just like she was left behind. The headline should not have read, "Chico State University student killed in car crash." No, the headline should have shouted in capital letters across the front page, "Jennifer Lynn O'Hare kicked so much ass. She was a poetess, a priestess, a goddess, a feminist, a fighter, a lover, a laugher, a teller of truths, a spinner of midnight balcony tales, shrouded in Heineken and Camels. She could break down Brian Johnson's male chauvinist arguments with the precision of a surgeon, hurling words like patriarchal and misogyny and hegemony and a rapid-fire distillation of everything she had learned in women's studies classes. We almost felt sorry for Brian as she leaned towards him on the edge of her stool, pointing with a glowing cherry of a lit cigarette. She was a god-awful drummer, but a very enthusiastic drummer, a deep and passionate kisser, a liver of life, a lover of all things, not the best of students, but the best of teachers, a mentor, a sister, a daughter, a confidant, a friend, my friend. These words should have been displayed on the pages of every newspaper in the world, but they were not. Most people in this world probably didn't even realize their loss, and I feel sorry for all those people, you people, those of you who never had the chance to meet her because Jen was that cool. The last sentence in this poem is how I will remember Jennifer Lynn O'Hare. This world is a better place for having Jen in it, even if it was only for 20 years.